Hello, boys, it is Orca the King, and welcome back to another high level Halo Wars video. Another week, another video from Mr. Orca to keep the Halo Wars community entertained.
Limits the game
I
isn't
hope
starting now.
I don't do that the second time,
Limits the game isn't starting now.
because I had a bunch of videos with Marines.
Limits, you got time. The
Spoiler.
game isn't starting. No worries.
Cut it and also record it. I'm not 100% sure. If you see that again, let me know. Then I'm gonna make sure that we have another video in the next weekend, which indeed means if this is a video I already uploaded with other commentary, you let me know, and then you guys see 2 videos in the next weekend. I'll make that sure for you guys. But right now the video goes 90 minutes, so I hope you guys still enjoy that stuff. And we're gonna see me playing as an Anders. And I'm glad that I'm able to play with Mr. Pig and Mr. Venom versus Steven, Limits, and I already forget the last name. Oh, no offense to you. And we play with 2 Anders. I am obviously one of them. Otherwise, I wouldn't be able to build Marines if I would have been a covey. And the other guys also having an RB, and they have an Anders and a Forge. Sadly, I'm well known for doing this kind of shit. So most of the people know that they're gonna have tanks if it's possible.
Pink is pulling out the place today.
Tanks if they see that it might be a available thing for me to do this kind of stuff.
He's saying, bro, I'm gonna.
Yabi, on the other hand, went number third on offense. I don't know what the other guy is doing. To be honest, the other RB could have done the same like our RB is doing.
What I love is when you play like that on the enemy team.
Right now, our RB did a great job, even make it out of the D1. And I went a greedy, fast rocket launcher build.
Yeah, I was clicking.
Which
yeah, as an Anders. That's how you do it. In the middle.
Is a preferred build as an Anders.
I am clicking him.
But it would have. But it's obviously designed.
Mita?
If our RB is on offense and the other RB is playing defense, because we are not able to have early units out. Like a color build would be the complete opposite type of thing. They were managed to kill our RB.
We already won, boys.
And I already have rocket launchers and adrenaline on the way.
Was really good.
It's really good. I still don't know what the other RB is doing, by the way. Sorry.
Don't click Schaden.
I'm making sure that I'm getting the walls right now, because later in the game that might be a cubby thing. They're gonna do it later most of the times, and I need to make sure that I have the outside walls earlier than they have. And now finally the first time the other RB shows up on offense. I hope you guys understand that I'm still a bit sick,
Gonna.
and I hope that doesn't quite hurt the quality of the video
You
or
guys are
my
fully out, let's
commentary.
be real. Come on.
Sorry. Yeah. So after getting all the walls, can start thinking about pushing. And my one of my marines are already injured. That's why I'm making sure to grab the walls with another marine.
It's baby.
We will not even have a temple up, which is also quite unusual. And red is going tanks, which is the ideal
I'm not the army.
scenario.
Fuck that. Let him take
Double
it.
marine cannot work. Only can work
Let's go,
if
baby.
the covey goes anti-air. Because sadly the
I thought we kill
marines
more
are
tanks.
way too
Sorry.
slow even with adrenaline to fight the banshees. Normally,
Whatever you say, limits.
or on
Whatever
paper
you
they
say.
should, because on the
Let's
game
suck my dick.
infantry units should be good
Yeah,
versus
click
air
Charlie.
units.
Give Charlie more clicks.
That's
He
actually
needs
what
them.
the game is saying. But it doesn't understand that infantry units are the slowest units in the game. And that's why it never works that way. Most favorite anti-air units as soon as Seaside should have been known, and it's the Wolverine and the Goshawk. And from the other perspective, I'm talking about the Cubbies, it is obviously the Vampire. Because even the Vampire can stun these kind of units, which is really good. And now we see the push working right now. This also would have been working if the guy would
I
have
thought you're looking
Citadel.
fine, limits.
It doesn't work if the Cubbies go in fast shield. But even then, if you drop training behind the base, you can break through a shield. Or at least you make sure that you force the enemy to play defense on you. And you see a lot of choke points over there. And with a lot of choke points, Marines are
Charlie,
really good.
you shouldn't rage that much, you know?
So the Cubby is
You
gonna
had
be
no
full
upgraded
strip.
pets and rage all
I
that
also
stuff.
like the idea of dropping the tanks
Good.
behind the base.
Like to hear that.
Making sure my Marines are getting defended, but that carpet also was kinda huge.
I thought you have like 6 tanks. Where are those 6 tanks? Limits?
I have to give it on the enemy team.
Stay in the hill.
But the cover was kinda huge. There is the second cover and I think it could no second cover. It can't be a second
Another
cover
thing.
because they only
Yes.
or they even have a mech. My bad. It wasn't an Anders. It was even worse. I would say worse. The ideal scenario to go Marines and versus double Unity is obviously if the other guys are
Venom.
double
Venom.
Anders because the Anders guys must have been going Hawks anyways most of the
Oh,
time.
just well, we go here. That's it.
And the Gremlins doesn't work if they don't
Spartans.
go Hawks. So it doesn't make any sense to go
Limits. You would have had.
tanks versus Marines. Or you have to go quick PT
Perfect.
or quick canny without even building Gremlins. Which doesn't seems like a right idea. But yeah, that's why it's obviously the best idea to go versus double Anders. Yeah. Versus Forge is obviously the
Let's
weakest
go, baby.
against because
Charlton.
the fort
doing that
are
bullshit,
most
you know?
likely known. Not really known, but I can
Stop
say it is
doing
the
that bullshit, you
best
know?
UNC to go tanks. And tanks is what you don't want to see as a marine player.
The temple is red, boys.
Oh, that was a huge carpet.
Big cryo. Please don't cryo candy glitch.
That was the carpet from my mate.
Thank you.
I respect that he doesn't candy glitch. I respect that really badly. I can give some respect to my teammate to not do that. And you shouldn't do it in customs anyways. I would say now in customs every high level player has a gentleman agreement where all the players are agreed that nobody pet glitches, nobody stasis glitches, nobody candy glitches, hunters,
One more
nobody
cover.
cryogenic glitches,
Bam, bam. Thank you, man, baby.
and nobody god rages
Got one Banshee shot
armies.
him? You're cheating.
Yeah, I think that was everything.
Pig is coming
About
back,
about
baby.
about
Get the tech
war
free orbital.
glitching, there's a couple players that do that. And about locals glitching behind the base, we also have the gentleman's agreement to not do this. But there are also a couple players that do it anyways. Like Mr. Limits. I'm talking about the cool limits. The PH one. And a friend of mine. But he does it sometimes. You could also argue that wall glitching with a brute on the side you can do it
Really?
is not ideal on a gentleman's
Go there, Fanny.
agreement if you do
With the
this.
army.
But
Please don't let the army
yeah,
die alone.
I would say that
Just,
I can
you have
say it
to
like
act, not
that.
me.
You can only
I'm
do
the guy
this
reacting.
if you scout really
No,
poorly
you're being retarded.
on the enemy team. And if you don't take it in
You already won now. What the fuck are you
consideration
saying?
that this can happen. So versus me,
I
most of
mean,
the
you
players
can't tell
do
me,
consider that
my fucking Marines should go on the front. Like, that's all I'm saying.
as a way it could be ending.
I know that you have to
But
act, but you need to go in front of me.
pretty much only versus me. So you have most likely free hand to do it in a good way. And can be a lot of successful with it. Which is obviously including the first sentence. Yeah, we see a lot of drops behind the base. Making sure that the RB is stripped. Taking out the RB, the enemy RB. Makes sure that our
It's not alright for you
RB
guys.
has freedom to do whatever he wants to do. If it's building units, then it's building units. If it's using RB, then he's making sure that he's gonna have attack to RB pretty soon. Which is considered to be really good if they don't have
You guys are allowed to kill
PT
Marines so I
tanks,
can build more. You
which
guys
they are
only
not
killed one
even
Marine so far.
close to it, I would say.
They don't have a D1 for the next
Well,
engagement. We have
killing
a
the
tech
temple would be a huge, would be really huge, but they
pretty much out.
already have a couple engineers out, and you see my spicy base with 4 times spamming Marines. Well, I fucking love that strategy.
Come on, please don't build locusts, man.
MEC
What the fuck are we
locust,
doing?
yeah. Oh man. That
Come
would
on,
have
at
been
least real units,
so
raids, banshees,
dirty.
all RB, come on.
And now they see my expansion, and you see that the RB has freedom to do whatever he wants to do. They only have 2 D-bombs, and if the D-bombs are dropped, they have a really hard
No,
time.
no.
If Kenny tanks pushing on my base, trying to even go to the middle, the Hawks actually killed the RB, which surprises me a bit.
Okay.
And now
Kenny
I'm
tanks versus
fighting
Marines,
my
limit.
Marines versus the Kenny tanks. And
Okay. I kill all
I
your
can
tanks.
tell you guys that actually is considered to be working
See how this goes for you.
if you have
You're not running.
obviously
I have
if you
adrenaline. I have adrenaline
obviously
turrets. All the good stuff.
are in a position to pump out the Marines on the other side of the map. It also would have been working if
And that's why I keep building Marines, you know?
you have 2 hidden elephants
I can beat
somewhere
the tanks. I don't need to
close to
transition.
the Kenny tanks and they don't even see it. Then it's also working. And you see that I can pull out the pressure and making sure that the tanks are leaving my base and I'm able to heal the base. But again, I'm proud of my team that we don't use the locusts on the cubby base right now, which would have been even the dirtiest you can do. But we talked about gentleman's agreement, and I appreciate that my
Marines,
team
baby.
is holding on to
So
it.
we got to do.
I don't know if holding on to it is the right way to say it. But if it isn't the right way to say it, like let me know in the comments.
Cubby's
I'm
Cubby's
glad
still
to
out,
learn
boys.
from
Cubby's still out.
native speaking people. Yeah. And the cubby pretty much was on the... Yeah, the cubby wasn't pretty much playing the game. He was only watching. And he was watching a long time. Without having a unit out. This guy was watching a movie, feel like. But it wasn't a good movie for him, I can tell you that. The end was pretty much in the
recall.
beginning, and after
Let
that
your RB die, come on.
there was no good film to watch. Yeah. I think we can say it like that. It honestly would have been nice if the cubby would have had a left-hand corner expo
I'm getting
fully
medic marines now,
citadel
boys.
base,
Got this.
and
Getting medic
we
now.
we would have seen like some sacrificed banshees or what. Yeah, but that ain't never the case because we are able to scout these kind of things. Yeah, killing the last
I killed
engineers and the
Charlton!
game is over. I hope you guys actually enjoyed this game. Like I said, let me know in the comments if that is
We make
already
Marines work,
a
baby.
commentated
We make Marines work.
game. Thank you guys for watching, and
Nope.
I
Never.
hope I can see you guys in the next video on the next week. Much love to all of you,
They're not doing it.
and see
Come
you.
on, if you
soon.
actually have to do fucking... Can you glitch Marines? You are really bad. If you already have tanks fighting the Marines.